So, axles came in today. Also, our gasket did. Right now, I'm probably just gonna end up cleaning up in here a little bit. It's a little dirty in there. And we're waiting on our brake drums to come in. And we'll probably go ahead and close everything up. Probably gotta get some more fluid in there. But yeah. I'll keep y'all updated step by step. Those bearings look good. I didn't order any, but I mean, still looked good to me. So I'm gonna shoot for it. So I pretty much got everything cleaned up. I took and used the wire brush wheel and went around the outside of that because it's pretty bad. So I'm probably gonna wipe that again. And then I'm about to lube up the bearings. I don't want nothing sticking in here. Probably gonna be going over 200 miles per hour one day, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna lube everything up. And then slap the axles in there. All right, now it's time to slide axles in there. Let's go. The reason why I couldn't run the ones I had from the junkyard. They were 2 inches too long. They were sticking out too far. So these sit right where they're supposed to be. Yeah. They sit right where they're supposed to be. So we're gonna pop the other side in. In real quick. Gotta slide those gears and pin in there. Set y'all down for a minute. Alright, so now what we're gonna do, we're probably gonna put our C-clips in first. They're right there where we need to be. We're gonna put our C-clips in first, so that way they lock. Then we'll put these gears in there and put that pin in there. So what you do for these C-clips, you just hook in this groove right here and push them in. And the same thing for the other side. Put it in there like that. Push it in. So now you gotta put the gears. There's supposed to be some gears that go in here in those grooves. I gotta get them. I'm gonna put those in. All right, I know we were missing something, so here we are. Missing the spline axle gears. So these gotta go in there, and then we'll put the C-clip in. So I'm gonna pop these in first, and I'll get back with y'all. All right, now here we are. I knew I had got ahead of myself, so now we put the C-clips in. Those were the gears that were missing. You can pretty much tell. Now you lock them. There we go. And with this one, I have bent the flange a little bit, so it might be a little tricky. That one need a little bit more push. There we are. You push that axle out. There we are. Now our axles are in. And that one spins. So now we're just gonna get this pin and this gear in there together. So that might take 2 hands. All right, y'all. So after about 30 minutes of trying to get this pin in here, I got it. But now I gotta get that hole so I can get this bolt in there. I gotta get that hole lined up. It just needs to be moved up just a hair. So just need to turn it just a hair. So I'm about to do that. Pop that in. I still popped on that tire. Got ahead of myself. I just want to see what the stance will look like. But we're gonna throw this cover on here and then throw the tires on, take the jack stands off, and we'll see what she looks like. All right, y'all. After about 3 hours of trying to get that pin thing back in with the bolt, it's in there. She's tight. So now we're about to put this this gasket cover back on, and we're gonna throw on this other wheel. And if y'all wondering, yeah, eventually we're gonna go disc brakes, but not right now. It's just not a part of the budget build. But yeah, I'm gonna probably get somebody, a buddy or somebody, to replace these drum brakes. I hate doing them, so I'd rather let somebody do them for me. But yeah, go ahead and throw this cover back on, and hopefully these drum brakes, the drum comes, I can slap them on there. I just popped the other wheel back on just to see how it looks, and we'll take it off jack stands in a few. All right, so I had to retort these to 60 foot-pounds. Now I got the cover right here. I just popped the gasket on there with some gasket cover, with some gasket maker or whatever it's called. And I'm about to throw this gasket on there, get this thing off some jack stands. All right, got the wheels all tightened up. I gotta order these caps, these little screws. I gotta figure out what size they are so we can put them on there. I think it looks a little better with them on. Moment of the truth. Go ahead and remove these jack stands. It's a good feeling when you can get it off the jack stands. Shoot. She's sitting pretty good. I'll do before and after picture for y'all. And darker on me out here, so give y'all overlook. I'll do a before and after photo probably in the video. But now we gotta hook up the front brake lines. See, I got it on dangling. And I gotta cut the exhaust. I gotta make an exhaust for it. So other than that, I'll let y'all hear. And then I gotta get the valves adjusted. You can hear it ticking up there. And you got the exhaust thing down low. Still got a couple more little goodies to add, but we're off jack stands. Yeah, so kind of forgot to record again, like I always do. But this is the right fitting adapter. It's a 1/4 to 3/16. So that's the fitting here. This is the stock line. That's the fitting. That's the line that came with the one from the junkyard. So I just gotta tighten up this. We gotta pop on the other side and pop this wheel back on. Then we should be able to bleed our brakes. So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So we got that bleeder screw pretty much open up. We got fluid going inside. You can see that. But the other side's being a pain. I'm catching some trouble trying to break it loose. So see, it kind of stripped itself out. It's an 8mm, but it stripped out the 8mm wrench. So about to see how I can get that off. I'll break it loose, and then we'll probably have to get another bleeder screw. But yep, other than that, that's probably what I'm gonna finish tonight up with. So yeah, so we're trying to get that bleeder screw off. It broke off. I mean, I don't know what I can do now. But luckily, we still got the old brake caliper from the Camaro. And it's the same brake caliper. Thanks to GM. And we just need to slap that one on there. And yeah, slap that one on there and move this one. I think we should be good. Hey, y'all, so we got it on. Now I need to take the brake line off. Pop the brake line on there. And now I want to be in the camera for some reason. Hey, boy. Hey. He wants to be in the camera for some reason. And yeah, we're gonna pop that brake light on and hopefully get somebody to help me bleed it, because I can't find my hose to where I can bleed it myself. So, yep. But yeah, that came off a 1978 Camaro rust bucket. She's on the channel. Go check her out. But yeah, pop that off, pop that on, and we should be good to go. All right, so our brakes work. I was messing around and kind of did a little something there. Yeah, as you can see, our brakes work. But now what I'm about to do is put these tie rods on. I was trying to figure out why my steering wheel was loose. So I already had the part. So we're about to line this up, put a piece of tape here, loosen that up, twist it out, and do it on both sides because there's no ball joint. It's loose. So we'll pop the new one in, throw some grease on it. What I did was loosen up that nut. And now I'm just twisting this thing loose, pretty much. Oh. Probably want to put some vice grips. I keep busting my knuckle on the frame. Shoot! Grab some vice grips real quick. A little lubricant and some a little lubricant and a pair of vice grips makes your job a whole lot easier. I'm inserting the new one, and we're just gonna pop it in there and hope she drives straight. I'm just playing. I counted the threads. It's like 4 threads in. And then we're gonna turn the wheel straight and see if she's actually not driving straight, but if the alignment's about somewhere to where it was. So. All right, then another tip that I did, so I just popped it in place. I didn't touch the tire at all, and we're about dead where I had it. I set 4 threads. And there she is. So now we gotta tighten this up. I'm gonna do the other side. Tighten that bolt down. Now I'm about to throw some grease in there before I tighten this down so that I can have some grease inside. And then wanna finish tightening this down and stick our cotter pin in there. Hey guys, so I finished up this side. I think that's all we're gonna do for today. Both sides are done. I think I should have left a little bit more room in there, but grease started poking out. But I think we're good. So, then that's it for tonight. Now what we need to do is find us an exhaust. See me back there hanging on the ground? So find us an exhaust and extend that past that frame. I think we should be good to go. Well, getting there. Yeah, so we're in the junkyard. And I think I found that exhaust that we're gonna use right here. And it goes all the way, straight pipe. Exactly what we need. So we're about to pull that off. We definitely need that. Alright, y'all, so we got our exhaust pipe. Exactly what I'm looking for. So right here where they bend at, probably gonna go jump over axles because we got 2 exhausts running at the back. So, yep. I probably gotta end up cutting it so I can get it home. It's pretty long. Exhaust pipe. I'm probably cut it here. We already had welded. So, well, I didn't know how cheap an exhaust was at a junkyard. That whole piece right here is 20 bucks. Yeah, so today we're gonna be attempting to make an exhaust. So what I did, I went and ordered 2.5 inch to 3 inch collectors. So we're gonna cut those off. And my ideal goal is to have these shift back and then just do like an actual dump, not pointing at the ground because I don't want to kick up too much dust, but like just shooting outward. So what we're having a problem here is this in the main frame. So basically I need to shift this back from up there. I'm gonna add I'm gonna extend this pipe. So I'm gonna connect the new collector gasket to this and just add 15 to 20 inches. That way this can shift backward because this is 14 and a half. So if we can shift that back and get these up in between there somewhere, that'll be perfect. Got the pipe off. We're gonna cut these old flanges off. They're leaking here anyway, but we're gonna cut those off and we're gonna add 16 inches. So what we're gonna do is measure 16 inches from this pipe. The new collector gasket is gonna go on that end, and then I got a small adapter and we're gonna adapt it to this pipe, and then we'll figure out this axle dump here in a few. Now we play the waiting game. I just cut the two 16 and a half inches pieces. 16 and a half inch piece, that sounds better. I cut those, but I just realized that these are gonna connect to the collector, the new collectors that I have, because these pretty old. So those are gonna connect to the new ones, and then I got an adapter piece that's gonna adapt this 2.5 to 2 1/4. So I probably gonna have to end up cutting some more of these. We just gotta kind of mock it up and see what it looks like. And back here, kind of clean up those so when I weld the dump. And then to hang the exhaust, I saved these from the junkyard, so I might weld these on the truck and cut these off and put them where I need them on the exhaust. So, yeah, and we still got a whole tube here. But in the meantime, while we wait on the delivery guy, probably gonna end up putting some gear oil in the back where the diff is at. And then I think, since we got a hole in the bed, I think this is the wheel port hole right here. So I don't see anything else. I know for sure my Camaro is in the same spot, but there's a cap. You can pop that cap off and stick this whole head in there. But I have room, so I just blew this out, so I might kind of put that up at an angle and try to fill it that way. So that way we're gonna have some gear oil in there. All right, y'all, so the parts came in, and this is the adapter we're gonna do. So we're gonna put this adapter here, weld it pretty straight, and then we got these new flanges. So let's get them welded on. Y'all, so I was being lazy in my first welding with flux core. Got a Lincoln 140 HD. So you can see those welds. So I just took the wire brush. So now we're gonna get some clean welds. Y'all just being lazy. I mean, these are a little bit cleaner. I'm not sure. I don't weld every day. So we'll just clean that up with a grinder. Yeah. I think that'll work. As long as we're not leaking, that's all I care about. It don't look so bad after all. Grinding. This one's done. Let's knock the other side out. All right, YouTube. So what I did was mock up this exhaust. It's not bolted all the way, but I mocked up this side too. So now what I'm doing, this is the adapter. So I'm slide this adapter on and holding it down there with my feet. So I'm trying to clear this cross member, because if I go here, it won't reach. So I gotta hold the exhaust up, and I'm gonna mark with a marker how far I need to slide so I can weld this here, and then we'll be able to just weld these straight on. Okay, so here's the markings. We're gonna weld from here to here, straight, and there to there. And then we're gonna weld it to the exhaust. Let's see what we have. So we got both of these done. Now Let's hope that I measured correctly. Then we can weld them to the main exhaust. All right, y'all. So we'll clean up there with our welds. Up here got a little funky because I should have hooked up the headers first, hooked up those pipes to the headers, and then welded. So I had to break the welds and basically re-weld it. So I gotta go over these. I just did that so I make sure I don't have any leaks. So I'm probably gonna take a grinder eventually, take them back off and clean it up. I made like a little small mount here. I welded a bracket up top, and that's just to temporarily hold the exhaust up. So, I mean, other than that, looks pretty good from the underside. It's fairly even back here. I'm about to get ready to take it off jack stands. So, yeah. That's what it looks like off jack stands. We're pretty low. We are pretty low. But it's better than being on the ground. We'll figure out something temporarily. Well, this is temporary. We'll figure out something later on. I just wanted the exhaust off the ground for now. Other than that, see, this should crank up.